Howdy, 6 News Sports Director Curtis Quillen coming to you from the Palace on MLK. It's McLean Stadium in Waco, where Saturday, for the third time in 12 calendar months, the Baylor Bears and the Oklahoma State Cowboys will face off in their third different stadium in that time. It's a top 20 showdown in the Big 12. We just heard from the Bears. Here's what they had to say heading into this week's game with the Pokes.
TJ, what do you see from this Oklahoma State offense?
I see a bunch of gritty guys that know that they're coming to handle business. So our focus this week will just be to match their intensity, hopefully overcome it, and then just do what we do, hold them under 100 yards rushing, try to get to the quarterback as much as we can.
How rewarding has that been? I don't think anybody's even rushed for 90 against y'all. And how much of an emphasis has that been?
Well, for us, we want to keep teams under 100, no matter who it is, and it's really gut-wrenching for us and embarrassing for us whenever people even get close to 100. So that's how much of an emphasis we've made on it this year. We just want to not give them that opportunity to be a two-sided offense. We want to make them one-sided.
Spencer Sanders, last year he threw 7 interceptions against you guys. Why was your defense so effective against him, do you think?
We just had a lot of veterans in the backfield, people that knew what they were going to see, watched film, and applied it to the game-like situations. So everything that they see, it wasn't the first time they saw it, so they knew it was going to come to them.
Okay. And what do you see from him as a quarterback?
He's a good quarterback. He's an all-around quarterback. He could scramble. He could throw the ball. He's going to be one of those players that we're going to have to keep a good eye on this week.
TJ, do y'all get amped up for this game anymore, given the way the last game went?
We get amped up for pretty much every game. No game is more important than our next one, in our opinion. So we just try to keep the same intensity every week.
How much do you turn to that Big 12 title game for scouting on this OSU team?
We really don't, because they're a completely different team. They have people leave, we have people leave, so we know that we're just going to have to get our matchups so we can try to play off each other.
Bryson Jackson's really off to a good start this year. Both of y'all have been here a long time. What have you seen from him as far as his development?
He's just honestly become one of those ballers. He's just one of those people that has a super high motor, one of those people that's always around the ball. He's kind of similar to, I would say, Jalen Petrie last year. He's always know where the ball's going to go. He's always going to be there whenever the ball gets there.
Okay. Do you feel like he's just kind of maybe found his niche?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
TJ, y'all played in some really good environments on the road. Are you excited to be back here? You've played a few games over there, but just, that crowd and everything.
Yeah, definitely. We got this go gold out thing this week, so we're really excited for that. I know the fans and supporters are going to bring a lot of energy with that, so that's definitely going to fuel us on the field.
TJ, you guys have talked about, how you were going to learn from BYU and utilize it to win on the road at Iowa State. Now that you guys were able to do something that not a lot of teams were able to do in Ames, how gratifying was it to show that you guys took a bad road experience and learned from it again?
That's honestly what we couldn't do last year, and I feel like a lot of us had that experience last year and didn't want it to happen again. So we really took our time to actually understand that we're going to be put in these situations where the crowds are going to be loud. We can't get really big-eyed and confused whenever stuff like that happens. We just understand that now we have to lock in a little more, focus a little more, be more communicative, and just come together.
What would it mean to go into the bye week with a win Saturday?
Honestly, it'd probably be good. It'd be less stressful because, bye week coming off a loss, probably be where everybody's going at each other, everybody's mad at each other, and we really don't need that right now. So hopefully everybody just comes together.
TJ, Coach Aranda said Oklahoma State plays very up-tempo, very fast. How do you scout for that this week?
Honestly, we've been getting a lot of tempo reps in practice, so we're kind of trying to work our way into it just so we're prepared for it. So I can see that's the best part that we've done so far.
TJ, with the success of the running game on the other side of the ball for y'all, does that help y'all as a defense because it kind of makes those drives a little bit longer? It seems like it's 4 or 5 yards of play and you guys get to rest them.
Yeah, so we enjoy that a lot, honestly, because we go in there, we get off the field. Sometimes we don't. They get like 6, 7 play drives, and then we're back on the field. But that with them being able to run the ball so consistently and being that reliable, violent offense they want to be, it gives us honestly, it helps us, makes us want to play harder for them, just because we know that if they get the ball in their hands, that they'll do something with it. But at the same time, with them keeping it on the field, doing what they do, gives us a big break allows us to be fresh whenever we go back out there.
How big was it for you guys to get a couple turnovers this weekend after that was something that you guys had got off to a little bit of a slow start?
Honestly, it was probably one of the things that we've been talking about since fall camp. We just finally, people, I guess, just knowing what they were getting, not playing so antsy, don't have super bad anxiety about it, just going out there and playing green, playing free, just understanding what they're getting.
How important will that be, forcing some more turnovers against a good team like Oklahoma State?
That'll be a big emphasis. I mean, it's a big emphasis every week, but we know that we, as our defense, we're going to have to do whatever we can to get the ball back to the offense just to make it a one-sided game.
TJ, it seems like last couple of weeks in particular, y'all got a great pass rush in the second half. What would it take to kind of get that started earlier?
I believe, in my opinion, I think that a lot of teams come out early and try to run the ball.
Right.
And then we know when we kill the run in the first half that we know that they're going to come out and try to pass the ball.
Right.
So that's whenever we really try to hunker down and get off the ball and pass rush.
Thank you.
Thank
you,
TJ.
guys. Have a good one.
They've changed defensive coordinators. They got a new one now. Do you see much difference between this year and last year's defense for them?
I think the main difference is just new people on the defense. A lot of the same frontline guys, but definitely new secondary, new linebackers, but still the same fast Oklahoma State team. Lot to respect about that defense, so they'll be bringing it.
Will that be one of the more athletic teams you'll see this year?
Yeah, I think it's one of the better defenses we'll face, so definitely be a good challenge for us.
Drake, how much do you practice holding guys in practice?
Not a lot, but I know me and Ben had a couple days where we stayed after and just messed around kind of doing it. We'll do it in warm-up sometimes, doing high knees, so it's fun to actually be able to do it in the game now. Yeah.
Did you get a call from Coach Ford come out to the track?
I did not, but I did see the tweet though, so that was awesome. But no.
Can you take me through real quick? What did you see that you were like, okay, this is the moment when I'm gonna.
Well, we've been talking about the hurdle in the tight end room for a minute. So I mean, before the drive, I was talking to Grimes. She was like, just be ready to pop open. You know they're gonna go low, so go ahead and do it. And I just told him like I'm gonna do it. So I mean, once I got the ball, it was a for sure chance I was gonna jump no matter what. I'm either gonna live or die by it. So I just did it, and it worked out.
Did you think the pass game took a needed step at Iowa State on Saturday?
Yeah, for sure. I think Blake got into a rhythm. He looked very comfortable out there. I think the receivers were able to get open and do very well. So I think we definitely took a step forward in that area.
For you, how big was a game like Texas State, where you don't have Ben and you're kind of the guy at tight end?
It's big just because we have other guys that were able to step up and kind of take over and be in a different position than we're usually in. So I think not so much pressure, but just an opportunity to just show that we can still do it too.
For you guys as a position group, how much pride do you guys take in the fact that you guys have been able to help run the ball so successfully?
We take a lot of pride in it, and I think it's one of the things that we're still trying to get better at each and every day, and that's still what we want our identity to be, is that RBO, a reliable, violent offense. We want to continue to take steps forward in the run game this season.
Will y'all be any more amped up for this game? I mean, considering the games against them last year, especially the Big 12.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows what happened last year, but we're two different teams, and I think we're all excited to get to showcase what we can do this year versus them. So yeah.
Drake, go ahead. Y'all played in some great environments on the road, BYU, Iowa State. How excited are you to be back here playing before the home crowd or doing the gold out, the whole bit?
Yeah, I'm honestly very excited to see the crowd kind of go gold again and see that, I know our atmospheres can get pretty crazy. Think about some games last year like OU that we had at home, so definitely excited to kind of get that feeling again and definitely use it to our advantage with the crowd.
It seemed like a big talking point last week was, losing to BYU was one thing, but you guys needed to correct it and be better on the road. How gratifying is it to see that you guys not only talk the talk when you walked the walk and did something that not a lot of people do in Ames?
Yeah, I mean, losing to BYU was definitely tough for all of us, for coaches, players, and everyone. So I think we just learned from it, put it behind us, and just took one step at a time into going into Iowa State. And I think that's a big win on the road to definitely propel us for this next game.
What did you see from guys? I know a lot of people talk about how wide-eyed you were at BYU. What did you see from guys in Ames that you were like, okay, we're more focused and in it?
Really, I saw the plan was to just kind of do simple better. I think we did that. We played fast. Saw a lot of guys playing green. Didn't try to do too much. Just kind of just be us. That's really all we wanted to do. So, yeah.
You guys had 11 different receivers catch the ball against Iowa State. Is that something you guys kind of try to do to spread it out so much?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of guys that can go, so why not use them? You know, like if we can move the ball around and just get different looks out there, it's going to be hard for a defense to kind of catch on to what we're doing or who's always going to get the ball when it's someone different each time. So I think it's definitely an advantage that we have in this offense.
Seems like Blake's always had confidence in you guys, the tight ends. Do you see him gaining a little confidence in the receivers, like that pass to Howell and some of those?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's always had confidence in everyone just from, like, the work we put in this summer. So I don't think there's a doubt in his mind that our receivers can go make plays and the tight ends can go make plays as well. So, yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
All right, thank you guys.
Offense.
They're a good explosive team, big play team. That's all I got to say about that.
How about just Spencer Sanders? What do you see from him?
Oh, he's a good competitor. He's like the leader of that team. He make plays himself, good thrower, good athlete.
Randall, can you talk about that play where you chased the guy down and popped the ball out? And were you frustrated when they overturned that call?
The play, it had me just Coach Randall, reaching effort and get the ball out and playing for my brothers. Frustrated? Yeah, I was frustrated.
What's next? Do y'all get amped up for this game more, just given how last year went Big 12 championship?
You said amped up for it more? Like,
Yeah,
what do you mean by
more
that?
amped up for this matchup over others? Or is it the same?
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but it's still like great energy because it's a conference game. But I wouldn't say just because it's them, it's more over.
Randall, what do you think you guys fixed and did better in Ames than you did in Provo to come out with a road win?
I feel like more like comfortability with each other and getting, because that was our first real road game test. Like this team, I feel like we just got more comfortable and trust each other more, and it was able to pay off.
You made that switch from the star to cornerback
Yeah.
in fall camp. Was that something you wanted, and how do you feel like you're maybe getting more comfortable there at cornerback?
Yeah, it was something I wanted. I'm getting it's starting to get more comfortable game by game, just trying to get better and perfect my craft.
How big a deal is that to get a couple interceptions for the team the last game, and how big will that be for this game?
It'd be big. Get the ball back, get our offense more chances to go score the ball.
Bryson Jackson's had a really good year. What do y'all kind of expect from him when he comes out there?
We just expect effort. If we had a leader for effort, it'd be him. He gives 100% every play. So that's what we expect.
Coach Aranda talked about how fast Oklahoma State plays up-tempo offense. How do you prepare for that this week?
Practicing for the tempo. Got just tempo at practice. Make sure you can do what you can when you're tired. Do your job.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Kickoff Saturday set for 2:30. 6 Sports will have you covered all night long on 6 News.